Need to verify your FastMCP server's structure before deployment, but tired of manually counting tools and prompts? We'll use the FastMCP inspect command to generate detailed manifests of your server's components, from tools and resources to environment metadata. You'll see how to output human-readable summaries for quick checks or export complete JSON configurations for debugging and integration.
Hash show text summary, no JSON output. FastMCP inspect server, hi. Hash output. Hash server, my server. Hash instructions, a helpful MCP server. Hash version, 100. Hash components. Hash tools, 5. Hash prompts, 2. Hash resources, 3. Hash templates, 1. Hash environment. Hash FastMCP, 200. Hash MCP, 100. Hash use format FastMCP MCP for complete JSON output. Hash output FastMCP format to SD'd out. FastMCP inspect server, high format FastMCP. Hash specify server entry point. FastMCP inspect server, hi, my server. Hash output MCP protocol format to SD'd out. FastMCP inspect server, high format MCP. Hash save to file, format required. FastMCP inspect server, high format FastMCP O server manifest, JSON. Hash save MCP format with custom server object. FastMCP inspect server, hi my server, format MCP O MCP manifest, JSON. Hash error, format required with output file. FastMCP inspect server, hi O output, JSON. Hash error, format is required when using O output.
The FastMCP inspect command implements the introspection pattern, allowing developers to examine a FastMCP server's structure and capabilities without executing it. This diagnostic tool exposes metadata about components like tools, prompts, and resources, along with environment details and version information. What distinguishes this pattern is its ability to provide both human-readable summaries and machine-readable JSON outputs for different use cases. Conceptually, this works by analyzing the server's declarative configuration at runtime, extracting all registered components and their metadata through reflection. The dual-format output system, FastMCP's detailed format versus MCP's protocol-compliant format, creates a clear separation between development time debugging and production time compatibility checking. This design enables developers to verify server configurations before deployment, while ensuring clients will see exactly what they expect during actual operation. This introspection capability solves critical visibility problems in RPC systems, where configuration errors often only surface at runtime. By providing immediate feedback about a server's structure, available tools, and version compatibility, it reduces debugging cycles and prevents deployment surprises. The pattern is particularly valuable when working with MCP clients that have strict protocol requirements, or when maintaining multiple server versions in production environments. Let's break it down.
FastMCP inspect server, hi.
This runs the FastMCP inspection command, generating a human-readable summary of the server's components and environment. It's the quickest way to verify your server's structure without parsing JSON, showing tools, prompts, resources, and version metadata at a glance.
Hash output FastMCP format to SD'd out. FastMCP inspect server, high format FastMCP.
This forces structured JSON output to SD'd out using FastMCP's native schema format, required when you need machine-readable metadata for programmatic processing, rather than the human-readable text summary.
Hash specify server entry point. FastMCP inspect server. Hi, my server.
This targets a specific server instance within the file, using Python's module object syntax. The entry point specification ensures you inspect exactly the server you want, critical when files contain multiple server classes. Eliminates ambiguity in multi-server modules.
Hash output MCP protocol format to stdout. FastMCP inspect server. High format MCP.
This outputs the server manifest in MCP protocol format, the standardized schema for AI model integration. Use this when you need strict compatibility with MCP-compliant systems, as it ensures consistent tool discovery and execution across different implementations.
Hash save to file. Format required. FastMCP inspect server. High format FastMCP O server manifest. JSON.
This saves the server inspection output to a file in FastMCP format. The format flag is mandatory when writing to disk, enforcing explicit schema versioning. This pattern prevents ambiguous file outputs by requiring format specification upfront.
Hash save MCP format with custom server object. FastMCP inspect server. Hi, my server. Format MCP O MCP manifest. JSON.
This exports a server's manifest in MCP protocol format while targeting a specific server instance. The server, hi, my server, syntax explicitly selects which server object to inspect, ensuring you get the exact configuration you need. Critical for debugging or sharing server definitions with other MCP-compatible systems.
Hash error. Format required with output file. FastMCP inspect server. Hi O output. JSON. Hash error. Format is required when using O output.
This demonstrates required flag validation. The CLI enforces that format must be specified when writing to a file, preventing ambiguous output formats. Without this guard, the tool couldn't determine whether to emit FastMCP or MCP protocol format to disk. FastMCP inspection pattern. The inspect command bridges development and deployment by exposing server metadata in both human-readable and machine-actionable formats, with FastMCP-specific details available alongside MCP protocol compatibility. The format flag is mandatory when saving to a file, not just optional documentation. Choose FastMCP format for debugging and MCP format for client compatibility testing.
The server that reveals its structure becomes both the map and the territory.